Hey, Sage,
Yeah.
what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh, I like chocolate, strawberry.
How
But,
about vanilla?
oh, snap.
I'm Rage.
I'm Sage.
And it was announced for all those players who love classic World of Warcraft, vanilla World of Warcraft, even vanilla bean is what we're going to get now.
See, Blizzard has been going, they're like, hey, try new Warcraft, new Coke. And then they're like, no, we're bringing it back. Vanilla Classic.
So at BlizzCon 2017, it was announced that legacy servers, quote unquote, if you want to word it like that, will be a real thing. We had one of our lead developers come out on stage and announce their favorite flavor of ice cream, which everyone was a little confused about. Then he said vanilla. And he threw up a video that started with Chromie, our favorite little time dragon, talking about a temporal discombobulator. And then all the cinematics from every expansion were tied together and played backwards at an ultra high speed to reveal the screen that said Vanilla Classic or World of Warcraft Classic. See, I'm stuck on this ice cream thing. So it's going to be a thing. Blizzard is taking it. But even in the announcement, there was some leeriness to the developer. He said, and it comes with a lot of risks and other things like that. And I think Blizzard is doing a huge thing at noticing with all the Nostralius events and all the, media and coverage from YouTube and other big, online communities about how much people wanted to play classic WoW again.
Yeah, there's a lot of vocal outcrying that people want this experience again. This is what a lot of people bought WoW for back in the day, and you can't do it anymore. It's just lost to time.
It's not an option. And now it is an option. It's like Ben and Jerry's, except, there's only a few flavors. And so my automatic response to legacy servers being a real thing is how will this impact the player base as a whole? Will we have our mains in our current expansion and then have alts on Classic? Because when I hear Classic, I'm not going to lie. I would love to go back, level up a Ret Pally, and get that Judgment armor when it means something. I would love to experience that. But at the same time, I think, oh man, I want to go back and play a Pally again in Vanilla WoW. No, I don't. I don't want to cast Seal and Judgment and Seal and Judgment and have my skill tree mean nothing and not really do any real damage. And I don't want to be in Molten Core outside of combat battle resing people so they can stay in combat. So I think this is not going to be just there's the latest patch before we launch Burning Crusade and we'll launch it as a server. I think they're going to go back, put some love and some care into it, make sure that all the classes kind of function. Because if you remember Vanilla WoW, yeah, there's all that, nostalgia to it. But there's only one functional tank, and that's the warrior.
Yeah, you did not play Prot as a Pally. That didn't exist.
No, nor did you as Feral Druid, nor did you... There are no Death Knights. There are no monks.
No Demon Hunters.
Exactly. There's literally those three. Druids, Pallies, and Warriors. And the other two didn't function. Like, the code back in the day was wait for 3 stacks of Sunder armor.
Well, and, there's other classes that had that issue. You did not play Fire Mage.
No, because in Molten Core, you wouldn't deal damage to Ragnaros.
Yeah, they didn't exist. That whole spec, gone.
Exactly. There was Frost.
You played Frost.
And that was it.
I'm an Arcane Mage. No, you're not.
And so there were problems with the original WoW. And hopefully those get resolved. Maybe you're someone who thinks, I don't want it to be resolved. I love those problems. I love that feeling. And that's cool too. But as they launch this, I don't think it's going to be a straight up wind the clock back. We're just going to let you play exactly as it was. I think they're going to put some improvements in it. Keep the social systems updated. I feel like they're going to keep the classes updated, but maybe not Divine Storm spam for Ret Pallies.
I don't think they're going to be modern versions of the classes.
No, I don't think so either.
You're not going to get your modern Pally. I think it'll be similar to the old Pally, but tweaked a bit.
Yep. And that goes for all the classes. What I really want to point out here is Blizzard's adoration, I'm going to use that word, for their fans. Nostralius tried it. They met with Nostralius, all the details that went down. And everyone was like, oh, these things aren't going to happen. And everyone was outraged that Blizzard would take it down. But now look what Blizzard is doing. We're saying, we see it. We see that you want it. We get it. We're going to do it. And no, it didn't come immediately when Astralis was shut down. No, it didn't come when the next legacy server went up and then had its issues. It takes time for a company like Blizzard to say, okay, how do we split our servers up? How do we go about doing this? What kind of team are we going to hire on to take care of these legacy servers? There's a lot of love and care that has to go into providing something for the players, but also honoring their own past as a company.
Yeah. And even beyond that, players have to realize Blizzard is the one taking on all the risks with this venture.
Yeah, they're not leaving it outside for somebody else to deal with. And we've seen what happens when other people try to deal with it. The people that Nostralia's handed the legacy servers off to, that dealt with internal issues of people taking money.
Yeah.
From the other people working on the project.
Yeah.
And so Blizzard takes this upon themselves to put it out there. They're going to do the best job they can to honor their own past and honor the player base that is so engrossed and in love with the old classic WoW. And I'll admit, there's things there where I would want to play it. I hope that the player base doesn't get too split. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think it'll be kind of the scenario I said. Like, some people will main on just a classic WoW server. Other people like myself will main on the most up-to-date one, but I'll have an alt now that exists in a whole nother timeline, in a whole nother world almost, so to say, with a whole nother experience. And that's exciting. I think we as players have a real treat on our hands with these legacy servers finally announced and realized.
Yeah, I think this is a great opportunity for WoW as a whole, and I'm interested to see where it goes.
Me too. Me too. Maybe we'll have Burning Crusade legacy servers. Maybe we'll have Wrath of the Lich King legacy servers.
You never know.
With Blizzard, they have a pattern of trying something, seeing how it works as an experiment, and then keeping it or getting rid of it. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you going to main on a classic server? Are you going to have an alt on there? What's your excitement? What's your concerns about this huge and awesome announcement? And like and subscribe.